Stage 1. Initial exposure. This phase often starts early, sometimes, before you even realize what you're actually seeing. It might happen by accident, a random pop-up, a friend's phone, or simple curiosity. But inside your brain, something changes. A strong surge of dopamine is released, the chemical linked to reward and motivation. In that split second, your brain connects those images to pleasure, even though you never deliberately chose to form that association. It seems harmless. It seems normal, but the trap is already in place. Stage 2. Habitual consumption. With time, curiosity slowly becomes routine. Whenever boredom, stress, loneliness, or pressure shows up, porn becomes your immediate escape. It feels like quick relief, like an instant release from tension. However, the brain adapts fast. What once felt intense now feels average. And you start looking for different or stronger content just to recreate that same sensation. Your brain is, quite literally, reshaping itself. And although everything may appear fine on the surface, your genuine happiness gradually begins to decline. Stage 3. Problematic behavior. At this stage, the screen begins to replace parts of your real life. Hours slip away, time you can never recover. Your concentration weakens. Your motivation to work hard starts fading. You may pull away from friends, sensing an invisible barrier between yourself and real human connection. Porn is no longer just entertainment. It turns into a coping tool. You feel that something isn't right, a kind of brain fog. Yet instead of addressing the root cause, you retreat deeper into the very habit that created the issue. Stage 4. Dependence. Now it feels beyond your control. Thoughts about it appear even when you don't want them to. When you attempt to quit, anxiety, irritation, or restlessness begin to surface. This is where many men struggle in real relationships, because their brains have been trained to respond to artificial stimulation. The result is confusion, frustration, and growing self-doubt. And you begin asking yourself the uncomfortable question, why can't I simply stop? Stage 5. Desensitization. At this point, ordinary content no longer satisfies the brain. You start seeking more extreme or shocking material just to feel something at all. Often, it clashes with your personal values, leaving behind a deep sense of shame. The pleasure fades away. Only the urge remains. What once felt exciting now feels hollow. Yet quitting feels nearly impossible. You're chasing a high that doesn't even exist anymore. Stage 6. The breaking point. Here, the consequences become serious. Relationships begin to crumble. Confidence drops to nothing. Academic results or work performance decline significantly. Shame, guilt, and hopelessness start taking control. Over time, addiction erodes your self-discipline and weakens your ability to make sound decisions. Many men feel stuck in this phase, convinced they are damaged beyond repair. But rock bottom is not the finish line. If you see yourself in any of these stages, understand this clearly. Awareness is not a weakness. It is where strength begins. You cannot defeat an enemy you refuse to acknowledge. Comment your stage below and decide, today, to reclaim control. Discipline isn't built in a single night, but every strong individual starts the same way, by confronting the truth and refusing to stay where they are.